can be draining going from one relationship to another, constantly attracting Mr. Wrong. It can be almost frustrating. So today I'm going to talk to you about 4 reasons why you may be attracting the wrong one. Let's get started. Okay, so reason number 1. The reason why you are constantly attracting the wrong one. Could it be because you're not comfortable or relaxed with being yourself? This is a very big one. And it's all about you being authentic to who you are, you being comfortable in your truth, you owning who you are and being confident in that and reflecting that in a relationship. See, if you're not comfortable and relaxed with being who you really are, how can you expect to attract the right one for you? If you're not being who you are constantly attracting what you really don't want, because really deep down inside, you aren't being you. Ask yourself, are you dealing with some insecurities? Maybe you feel like you won't be fully accepted if you was to show your truth. Maybe you are still holding on to something that has happened to you in the past, and maybe you feel responsible. It's almost like you're holding yourself back from really just freely thriving in who you are. Being comfortable with being you is very important when it comes to a relationship. Your relationship with yourself will reflect every other relationship you have. So make sure that when it comes to seeking Mr. Right, that you are comfortable with being who you really are. Now, reason number 2, why you may not be attracting Mr. Right. Are you looking for the perfect match? Many times, people are constantly attracting who they really don't want because they're looking for the perfect relationship. There's no perfect relationship. You won't find it. You won't find that perfect person. Even in attracting the one for you, there are some things you're not going to like. That's just reality. Ask yourself, are you perfect? No, I'm sure you're not. To expect another person to be perfect is unrealistic. When you enter into a relationship and you begin to know someone, there are some things that you may not like, that may turn you off, that may cause you to feel like, that gets on my nerves. Why? Get over it. Don't allow that to hinder you from pursuing and learning and growing in that relationship. If you cut them off as soon as you find something you don't like, you may be trying to look for Mr. Perfect instead of Mr. Right. When it comes to finding Mr. Right and when it comes to real love, it's all about growing with an individual and knowing that we all have flaws. And the beautiful thing about love is that we can grow and accept each other, flaws and all. Put that aside. If you're looking for Mr. Perfect, that will hinder you from attracting Mr. Right. The number 3 reason why many people are having a hard time attracting the one for them is because they're constantly carrying around this emotional baggage. Emotional baggage will hinder any relationship. If you have emotional baggage, if you're still not over your ex, if you're still dealing with resentment, if you still have some anger, if you still feel like because of what you've been through, you just blaming it all. Like for instance, if you've been through several relationships with men and they've cheated on you, and now you believe that all men are dogs or all men are cheaters, if you believe that, that's going to hinder you from attracting real love. And the reason why is because that emotional baggage is an energy you carry around. You don't realize it all the time, but other people can pick up on your energy. Other people can sense when you have some resentment, when you don't trust, when you are holding on to some type of pain. This is why it's so important to release that emotional baggage. And some of the ways we do this, and I coach many women in my coaching program, Secrets to Manifesting Love, we go through a detox of really decluttering that emotional baggage. It's exercises in forgiveness and being able to release some things through different methods that help you to be more free, have more positive energy. So if you're carrying around emotional baggage, you may want to begin to work on some inner healing methods, and really go through the process of healing that emotional pain. In my coaching program, you can watch my free webinar called Manifest Your Soulmate by clicking the link in the video description. And finally, the number 4 reason why people are constantly attracting the wrong one is because they are often looking for someone they need instead of what they really desire. Now you may be thinking, what does that mean? Someone I need versus what I desire. Let me explain. If you're in a place of need, let's say you really feel like you just need love. You just need someone to love you. You need someone to hold you. You need someone to tell you you're beautiful, tell you they love you, tell you they're with you, rub on you. You need. If you're in this place where you're needing, you become needy. What happens is when you become needy, you begin to send out desperate energy. And so this needy, desperate energy is something that another person can feel when they're entering a relationship with you. And if this is a toxic person, they're going to take advantage of the fact that you're needy. They're going to take advantage of the fact that you're in a desperate place. And so they may use you. You don't want to be needy. You don't want to be in a place where you're looking for someone you need. You want to get to a place where you grow in self-care, in self-love, in mind, body, and spirit, where you have a connection with God, when you have a prayer life, when you have a fitness life, when you have a life where you're constantly learning and growing and reading. As you get to this place, you begin to experience life differently. And you're no longer in this needy, clingy place, but you begin to be in a place of flow. And when you're in a place of flow and peace and joy, you attract what you desire, not what you need, because you don't need, because you know that you lack nothing. You're in this place, you begin to flow in peace. And so that's where you want to be. You want to be in peace to where you're attracting what you desire, not what you need. You don't need it. It's not a needy, desperate thing. You desire it, and you're receiving, and you're grateful, and you're patient with the process. So that's where you want to be to attract real love. Now, I want to hear from you. Why do you believe you attract Mr. Wrong? What are some things you've been doing? What have you learned, or what are you going to start doing? I want to hear from you. Write your comment below. I want to hear what do you plan on doing going forward. And also, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, if you're interested in going deeper and learning the process of how to manifest real love, I want to invite you to join my free webinar. You can click the link in the video description. The webinar is called Manifest Your Soulmate, and you'll enjoy it. It's free, and I look forward to connecting with you there. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.